Glowing red eyes emerges from the darkness of the cave behind them, its gaze fixed on the flower Ye Chuan is holding. Ye Chuan is stunned by the sudden appearance of the massive creature. The beast is revealed to be the Blood Moon Great Python, and from Ye Chuan's unique perspective, its snake head has the features of a pig's snout. The monstrous pig snake looms over him, and Ye Chuan, completely unfazed, casually asks it what it is looking at and if it has never seen a flower before. Ye Chuan continues to taunt the monstrous pig snake, asking if it has never seen someone picking flowers before. The massive creature seems confused by his bold attitude for a moment. Seizing the opportunity, Ye Chuan grabs the flower and runs, leaping away from the beast's perch. From the opposite cliff, Xiananan sees him fleeing and yells at him to act quickly. Seeing the massive python about to strike, she warns him to be careful and throws one of her yin thunder fire beads with all her might. The bead flies through the air and explodes in a massive, fiery blast right in the python's face, throwing Ye Chuan to the ground. Xiananan rushes to his side, anxiously asking if he is all right. From the cliff edge, they both watch the aftermath of the explosion. The massive head of the Blood Moon Great Python has been completely blown off by the force of the bead, much to their surprise. Ye Chuan wonders aloud if the bead really had that much power. However, the fight is not over. The python's massive, headless body rears back and strikes with its tail, whipping it through the air with incredible speed and force. But with its head gone, the attack is wild and misses them completely. With the immediate danger over, Ye Chuan casually holds out the blood crystal twin flower and tells Xiananan to take it. Her face lights up with pure joy as she accepts the precious glowing flower. After the excitement, Ye Chuan asks her what the flower is used for. Xiananan explains that the blood crystal twin flower is a mutated version of the snow moon flower. While the regular flower can only slow aging, the blood crystal twin flower can grant eternal youth. She says there is no woman in the world who would not want such a treasure. Ye Chuan listens intently and, with a new sense of purpose, kneels down and grabs his sword. He realizes that if the flower has such an effect, his own mother would surely love it too. As Ye Chuan leaps away to another cliffside, Xiananan watches with a hopeful expression. She believes he is getting the second blood crystal twin flower as a gift for her, thinking to herself that he has finally taken the hint. However, instead of giving it to her, Ye Chuan carefully places the flower into his backpack. Their moment of success is shattered by a deafening roar. They turn to see a horrifying sight. The Blood Moon Great Python has not been defeated, and its severed head is rapidly regenerating before their eyes. Xiananan is completely shocked, realizing the beast survived the powerful Thunderfire bead. She figures its power must be immense, at the peak of a 9th rank apprentice. Facing the regenerated monster, Ye Chuan turns to Xiananan and asks if she has any more of the explosive beads. She shouts back in a panic, explaining that her father only gave her a single pair. The fully regenerated python now looms over Ye Chuan, its red eyes burning with rage. Unfazed, Ye Chuan decides to use his special skill, activating his Blood Shadow Butcher ability. The fear-inducing aura projects his image into the python's eyes, causing the massive beast to freeze in terror for a moment. The python recoils from the mental attack and smashes its powerful tail down where they were standing. Thinking fast, Ye Chuan grabs Xiananan and leaps to safety on another ledge. He then scolds her, demanding to know why she was just standing there and not running. Xiananan, blushing, explains that she was waiting for him, believing he had risked his life to get the second flower for her. Ye Chuan turns to her with a deadpan expression and bluntly clarifies that the flower is a gift for his mother. The revelation shatters her romantic assumption, and her face contorts in frustration. Having recovered from the mental attack, the Blood Moon Great Python turns its glowing red eye back on its prey. With a terrifying roar, it lunges forward, its massive jaws wide open. Ye Chuan grabs Xiananan's hand and tries to run, but he realizes it is too late. He internally curses, finding it a hassle to be burdened with another person in such a dangerous situation. In a split-second decision, he shoves Xiananan out of the way, sending her to safety as he is swallowed whole by the massive beast. The python slams its jaws shut with a deafening crash. Xiananan scrambles to her feet, screaming Ye Chuan's name in horror. She stands paralyzed with fear as the massive python looms over her. She cries out for Ye Chuan, begging for him to come out. The python moves to attack her next, its jaws opening to swallow her as well. But just as it is about to strike, something happens inside the beast. A brilliant, glowing red light shines from within the python's throat as a blade slices through from the inside. The monster recoils in agony, its body writhing as it is torn apart from within. In a gory explosion, the python's body is ripped open, and Ye Chuan emerges, covered in the creature's blood, having literally butchered his way out. He stands amidst the bloody remains and casually asks Xiananan if she was just calling for him. Overcome with relief, she rushes forward and throws her arms around him in a tight hug, exclaiming how glad she is that he is all right. She bluntly remarks that he stinks and that he was almost pooped out by the python. This causes her to recoil, covering her nose in disgust. A system notification then appears, confirming the kill of the special pig. His level has increased by a massive 80%, raising him to the 8th rank. His pig nemesis bonus damage has increased by another 1%, and he has gained another 0.2 free attribute points. With their quest completed, Ye Chuan tells Xiananan that it is time for them to go back. They make their way back to Qingcheng, arriving at the city gates where a group of people is waiting anxiously. An older man dressed in traditional robes rushes forward, looking relieved to see Xiananan. He scolds her for her late return, explaining that he was worried sick. Xiananan, however, is beaming with joy. She holds up the glowing blood crystal twin flower and exclaims that they found it and that her mother will surely be delighted. The man, a family steward, begins to scold her for her recklessness, reminding her how dangerous the world outside the city is. Xiananan cuts him off, insisting she wanted to pick the flower for her mother personally, and reassures him that with Ye Chuan protecting her, there were no problems. The steward's gaze then shifts to the young man beside her, and he asks who this boy is. Ye Chuan bluntly introduces himself as a pig butcher. The steward is taken aback, confused. He cannot understand why the young miss of the Xia family would choose a fool with a simple life-type profession to protect her in the perilous lands. However, looking at Ye Chuan's calm demeanor, he wonders if this unassuming boy could have actually killed the beast. Putting his doubts aside, the steward praises classmate Ye for his youthful promise. He then takes off a golden ring and offers it to Ye Chuan. He explains that the Xia family gold ring is worth 200,000 and that it is a reward for his service. Ye Chuan, however, refuses the offer. He pushes the man's hand away and states that he does not want the ring. He only wants a pig slaying knife, holding him to the original deal.
Thanks for watching. I'm going to introduce the new manhwa. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video. And if you want to see a specific manhwa, name in the comments, I will try to make it. It will take long time, but I try to make it, and see you tomorrow.